All right, welcome back to another episode of Day in the Life. Today I am putting a diff drop on the Tundra from Ekstrom Designs. I'll put a picture in for you. It comes with the two bolts to replace it, the spacers, and then separate bolts and spacers for the skid plate. To save time, I already took the skid plate off and I loosened up the bolts. I've got a jack just to support it. I'm probably going to just do one at a time just to make sure. It is a little difficult to get to the top nut. So hopefully you'll be able to see what I'm doing here. Once I set this camera up here. I think that should be good. Alright, so I'm going to work on the far one first because I've already got it loose. So by the way, these bolts are 19 millimeter, and the new bolts are a different size. The new bolts are 21, I believe. So we're going to reuse all of this washers. Out of here. I'm just going to replace it with this one. Washer on the bottom. And washer on the top. Nut. Old nut there. There's a new setup. And then you're going to put the spacer in between. Right there. Got a logo on it. after I had to hammer that sucker in with a mallet to get it up there. Now to get the washer on. Alright, so I got this one up there. Now this one's coming out. Undo the spacer. Undo the bolt and nut. Change. So this has got to come down a little bit. I have to hold this jack slightly. Do it really slightly. This jack. It's not the jack. It's, oh, there we go. I should be able to push it. Tighten this one all the way up. But it looks like I still need some room. Alright, looks like I need to loosen that one back up and try to... Alright, so I apologize not being able to keep the video running the whole time, but I finally was able to figure it out and get these in there. That's both of them. For this driver's side, it's a little bit more difficult to get access. You have to kind of sneak your hand up inside here, if you can see that, and get one finger on this side, and then you have to sneak your hand up on the other side. Over here, I don't know if you can see that, but up in there, right up in here, to get the other side. And this is the other, the passenger side. You get a little bit of access right in there, so you can sneak your hand up and get to the nut that's right there. The passenger side's a little bit easier than the driver's side. Obviously, if you have another set of hands, it helps as well. I unfortunately was doing it by myself, but that's pretty much what it looks like. And hopefully this will take any of the bind out of the axles. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Another thing before I go, obviously we have to put the skid plate back up. These are the new bolts with the spacer in it. I guess you could call this a hack or whatever you want, or just a tip. tip. I take double-sided tape and I put it up there, and then I tighten these up and cut around it so that I can take this back off, and the spacer will stay there while I'm going to put the skid plate back up. Otherwise it's very difficult to get it to stay in place. You could leave it like that. I'm going to end up cutting them, trimming them to look like that, but I'll put you back on here once I get it back up there. Alright guys, that's going to about do it. There's the skid plate back on. I'll get over here and show you the good angle where you can see the spacer for the skid plate and the spacer for the diff drop.